The FalconEyes APARO Meteor LEDs are RGBWW pixel tube lights with a CRI of 96 and a color temperature range of 2000K to 20,000K. In this video I'm going to take a look at the Meteor 30 and 60L lights that feature a variety of static and animated colored effects and are ideal to be placed in the background of a scene or can be used as fill lights on all kinds of video shoots. The model names of the Meteor series don't refer to the watt output, but rather to the number of LEDs. The Meteor 30 can output 10 watt and has a total length of 32 centimeters, while the visible illuminated tube is 29 centimeters long. The Meteor 60L has a maximum output of 20 watt, supports lumen radio CRMX and comes at a length of over 66 centimeters with a visible lighting tube at just over 58 centimeters. Even though both devices are part of the same series, they are a bit different on the outside. While the 30 has two magnets on each side to be able to clip it onto a surface or to simply lay it on a desk, the 60L misses this feature. Therefore, it has a 1/4-inch screw hole on each end for a variety of mounting options and a mini XLR DMX connection. The 30 only has 1/4-inch screw hole, but again a round magnet on the other side instead. The company also offers additional accessories to have more mounting options. What both lights have in common is the separation of aluminium housing and lighting tube. Half of the stick is housing, while the other half has a plastic cover for the LED light output. Worth mentioning is that the housing is very robust, which rarely is the case with affordable lights these days. Placed at the back is an OLED screen with controls. While I appreciate the fact that almost all functions and features can be controlled via physical buttons, I personally prefer using the mobile app. Especially because these types of lights are often mounted or placed somewhere where they shouldn't be touched or simply cannot be moved during a shoot, and having the controls on one side of the back can certainly make accessing the settings quite difficult. The D-Cell Light Plus app has a simple interface with all modes displayed next to another on the top. I found the pixel effects to be the most impressive since they take full advantage of the length of the stick. Depending on the specific effects, the colored lights will move from one side to the other. The number of manual adjustments is great since there aren't many creative limits, but this also means it can take a while to figure out all controls. While replicating a color based on a photo is a feature that has been around for a while, it's certainly something that can be handy in certain situations. Instead of taking a photo though, the app will simply pick the hue and saturation that is in the middle of the frame, and the light will output the chosen color immediately. The Meteor 30 can be charged via USB-C and the internal battery lasts between 100 minutes and 120 minutes at 5600 Kelvin with a brightness set to 100%. The 60L doesn't have a USB-C port but can be recharged via a regular DC port and has between 20 to 30 minutes more runtime. While these lights are probably not going to be used much as fill lights by most users, but rather as decorative effect lights, I wanted to see how well they perform in that regard. The main limitation is the fact that there are no diffusers or other types of modifiers available to shape the light, which isn't something that's expected, but could certainly make the Meteor LEDs more versatile. Nonetheless, I was pleased with the results when placing the lights in close proximity to a subject or a face. The overall look is soft since the tubes have a thick layer of diffusion and create a similar look to ring lights, which are often used for beauty shoots. Even though I wasn't familiar with the brand before testing these lights, I was positively surprised by the seemingly endless possibilities to adjust and fine-tune the colors, but especially the pixel effects. While I ended up mostly controlling the settings through the app, the physical buttons also work well. Construction-wise, the lights leave a good impression, even though I personally would prefer the same magnetic mount design on all lights.